Hi, my name is Bernard Obian. I'm CEO and co-founder at YDev Academy. Africa is the force to be reckoned with. It has the fastest growing population in the world and home to 500 million people. Every year, from now to 2030, 15 to 20 million Africans will enter the labor market. By 2030, a quarter of the global population under 25 will be Africans, making up 60% of the continent's population and 15% of the world's workforce. But there's a problem. World Bank statistics shows that the percentage of unemployed youths in Africa is as high as 60% in some African countries, and perhaps one of the highest anywhere in the world, with an estimated population of almost 1 billion and a projected increase in skills shortage and unemployment. However, if such skill gap can be closed, the potential gains are great. Rapid tech skill acquisition and utilization in Africa will mean that by 2050, Africa will be home to a quarter of the global population, as well as a quarter of the global workforce.
YDev is going to be the biggest workforce accelerator in Africa. We're on a mission to empower young Africans with the skills they need for the future of work. By focusing on equipping young people with digital and social skills to help them fit into the workplace of today, we're able to close the skills gap in Africa and give thousands of youth a clear path to profitable careers. We have trained fresh graduates who are looking to upskill and position themselves for better opportunities in the job market, because Nigeria's educational system is suboptimal in terms of industry-relevant curriculums. Fresh graduates have to compete for graduate training programs, which are limited and very competitive, or invest in themselves to learn the skills on their own. And these are our core customers. Something interesting that has happened over the last 2 years is that brain drain has surged. A lot of young Nigerians are immigrating, Africans too. These are usually educated and employed middle-class Africans in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, living in droves to the UK, USA, and other European countries. This drain has caused increased demand from local employers for local talents in several industries. This is a prime time for job seekers with the adequate skills and knowledge to replace the ones who are leaving. Honestly, there is no better time to be tech-equipped than now.
So essentially, we feel this is the best time to have opportunity for Africans. The way we see talent and workforce development is to have the right kind of supply and the right kind of demand. To ensure this happens, we've had partnership and having strategic partnership with companies, schools, universities, institutions, where we feel that we can build the supply pipeline for talent here. Here we take care of their technology stack, from someone trying to get into web development, to data science, to get into programming, to products, across all the stack. And what we do also is to make sure that we align the partnerships with popular or more international placement partners, the likes of which, maybe Tunga and Propel and just a couple of others. What we've also done is to make sure that we are one of the partners with Salesforce. We're leading their Salesforce talent development in Africa. We're also part of the ecosystem. As we train, we're able to place and we're able to support our students post-study. What that also means for Africa is that we're able to grow talent pipelines to ensure that companies within Africa are able to hire out of Africa, and we can become the human capital center development for the world. And as we expand our reach, we want to make Africa not just 1/3 of the global workforce by 2050. We want to make sure that YDev students or scholars or graduates are filling those positions.
We have trained over 4,000 people and placed several of them. For example, Aminat, who came to us to learn data science and is now an analyst at a software firm. Or Samson, who was a janitor and has recently passed his Salesforce administrator exam. So it doesn't matter what kind of professional or educational background you have, as long as you're determined and you have the right mindset, the future is yours with YDev.